Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. I am Engineer Sid, and I'm here to take you on a rousing, smashing good time here in the world of Torchlight 2. I'd like you to know that while you were away, I went and I fished for a bit, and I got the title of Apprentice Beta. I feel rather proud of that title, and you can probably tell that my eyes gleamed with the possibilities of mastering this profession. Unfortunately, as I looked into the skills and the achievements, the mastery of this profession is disappointing. Really disappointing. You, Hedgewig, out of my face! What are you doing? Oh my goodness! Oh, you're going to get owl poo all over my cannon. This is a high precision weapon. Okay, maybe not precision, but it's a very important weapon. It's my boomstick. So, as we can see here, tells us what quests we have to go forth past this area. We are now going to protect the Guardian. The path of the honored dead. Welcome and be amazed, ladies and gentlemen. First, we'll kill him. And then him. Okay, there's more to kill. I wanted to show you the fruits of my labor here. I found a few things while fishing. Quite a bit of fish, obviously, but I did find a few items, and unfortunately, don't recall what they were, but here we have quite a bit of fish. We've got the big Jackalbass, which transforms my pet into a Jackalbeast for 15 minutes. That's the big one. These normal ones do it for 5. So let me see if I can do a little bit of organization here. So I've got quite a bit of these to use. I also have big webfish that transforms my pet into a spider for 15 minutes. And the small ones, again, for 5. Moving on, I have a tunnel shark that turns my pet into a mole beast for 5. And there's another one there, and another one there. And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Okay, the Warsnout transforms the pet into a war beast for 5 minutes. As you can kind of see where it's going here. Almost everything is a 5-minute transformation, with some of the big ones being 15. I also found this, a prismatic moray. 25% critical chance for 5, 100% fire damage, 100% poison, 100% ice, 100% electric, all for 5 minutes. That is a massive damage boost. I will be saving that for a boss fight, probably. And what I can do is put this down here on my bar to use later. Excellent, yes? Alright. What else did I get? I got a Frenzy Fish, which is faster movement speed and attack speed for 5 minutes, so I can also put that down here. And lastly, a goldfish. This is fantastic. This is actually an item to sell. Can I give that to my pet to sell? I believe I can. Excellent. But what I'll do is I will wait until I can go to town and we'll check the price of that. I'm going to wait until I can go back because I want to move forward. I don't want to spend too much time back and forth with loading. No, 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 indeed. And here we still have our mace ready for... Oh, apparently when I weapon swapped, I didn't realize that. When I weapon swapped, it changed my skills around here as well on the lower right. So my tab here became my healing bot, and I didn't mean for that to happen. So let me just do that so that both of them have the same skills. That'll be fine. And as you can see, the center stays the same from the looks of it. Excellent. Alright. So that's where I messed up. I accidentally used my healing bot, but that's okay. The healing bot is important because he is a one-time cost. He stays with me, I believe, until he's destroyed. And there was a shotgun. I do love the naming convention here. Look at that. So much blood! Okay, maybe not blood. Bone. Shattering bone and sinew. Speaking of shadowed, right? Excellent. Alright. So, I want to thank everybody that had stopped by and watched the previous video. Also, I got some nice advice as far as my skill tree is concerned. Not to put too many points in at once due to mana costs. And as far as my character is concerned, not really going into focus, as, again, I pretty much figured focus would be something I wouldn't need, mainly because I don't do magic damage, or I'm not worried about my magic damage, really, and I'm not going to be executing. The only thing I was concerned of course, was my mana pool needing to go up in order to use my spells as I leveled. But as I level, my mana pool will be going up naturally. So this is kind of a thing that I noticed with Diablo 2. A lot of people didn't go into focus unless they were primarily casters, and even then, you only needed a certain amount, and I don't even think a lot of them went into that either. Simply because your mana pool was going up each level anyway. So, let us progress. Progress. Again, thank you to everybody that decided to give a little bit of advice there to help me along my merry way. And what do we have here? The Corrupted Crypt. Yes. Shall we visit it?
I need your help.
Indeed. You also need clothing. Alright, the Scroll of Emon Iric. You must be the human the other Assyrians are speaking of. I'm glad to have met you. I've been sent on a quest by Grand Regent Eldrin to recover the Scroll of Emon Iric, stored in a vault in the Corrupted Crypt here. Unfortunately, the Stromburn have already entered the crypt, and I have been unable to get past them. Can I ask you to attempt to retrieve the scroll? Perhaps you can. I will wait here in the Path of the Honored Dead for your return. Should you succeed, I will see what I can provide you with some equipment fitting of a hero of your stature. Yes. So, gold, XP, fame, and some wonderful items. I accept the terms and conditions. And so we move. Level 4 to 5. I am level 3. I think I'm a little under-leveled. So, in that case, I'm getting close to level. Let us go ahead and search the area around. So I believe it circles around. It won't be a big deal. Don't worry, my dry reading skills are just as horrible as they've always been, and I think they will stay that way. The only way to prevent that, I think, is for me to sit there and read for a moment and then finally say it. And hey, won't waste your time with that. So what do we got here? Lugthorn. Oh dear. Excuse me, sir. Yes, let's do this. We've got a few charges. Let's make that happen. Oh, locked chest. Whole bunch of spirits now. Oh dear. They are pushing me back. Alright, and there's the level. Alright, they have lifesteal. Let's take these things out quickly. Honor dead, my ass. This dead can re-die. Go away, go away. Alright. Excellent health and mana potions and a light jack, if you know what I mean. Ah, what have we got here? Ooh, 5 physical. I lose the vitality, but I gain +2 to physical armor, plus it's got a socket on it that I could get electric armor with. Let's just do that. I feel like doing that. That feels good to me. Alright, that can go to the dog, that can go to the dog. I don't have a one-handed weapon yet. That's perfectly fine. I've leveled! And unfortunately, I don't remember where I put my skill points. I don't want to permanently get Flame Hammer, so I don't want to put anything in yet. So I will hold off on that skill point. And eventually, once I get 7, I will be getting Blast Cannon. Fortunately, as you can tell, that's 3 levels away. What I could do is go into some passives. Ooh, a light hood and some ghastly gloves. I love the fact that I am getting charged with this cannon and I can just swap over to my melee weapon in order to do the flame strike. That is very nice. Ooh, lots of potions. Look at that. Speaking of which, let's clear out some of these extra skeletons that were here from the boss fight. So the chest apparently opened up because I used the grave. That was the monster needed to get the key. See, my quest log on the right is filling up like my quest log used to in WoW. I was a quest fiend, finding every quest I could and trying to do them all in succession and then returning for massive rewards. I enjoyed doing that. Something about turning everything at once just felt pretty good. Oh, my healing bot is doing an admirable job of keeping me alive. It had kind of a hard time when I fought the spirits. But they were pretty tough, and I was able to pull out, and it healed me through it, plus the level really worked. It's a floating skeleton. Lovely. Let's just ignore that bug, shall we? Yeah, it doesn't. It's not there, really. Okay, into the corrupted crypt, now that we are level 4. As you might have seen on the loading screen, one of the beautiful things is that it will tell you when you have not spent your stat points or your skill points. So I always know when I'm a little behind, as long as I pay attention to my loading screen. Now, it's also to say that I did not have to be level 4 to come in here, but I felt it was a good idea, considering that some of the monsters will be a bit tougher, and I knew that the path looped back from my experience with the beta. While this game does employ a randomization system, much like Diablo before it, certain things do remain the same. Alright. Gorog Amoth. He is, passing through some hits here. He's quite hardy. Let's get my bot back. Look at this guy. Champion Undead, resist poison, but I'm loving the fact my cannon is pushing him back, preventing him from really getting close, and every now and then stunning him. And of course, I've got a bar full up, so let's go ahead and hit him with a bit of fire, shall we? There we go. Stay back. Yes, you are not a problem at all. Fame. Fortune and fame. Gem is her name. Yeah, I went there. No problem. Didn't think so. Oh, right. Switch back. Prefer the cannon. Alright. I love the fact that it draws you in an outline behind obstacles so you can always tell where you are. No guessing. You know, the isometric camera is nice for being able to see things all around you. But at times, you can sometimes get stuck behind an object that's in the foreground, or of course, through a wall, as we've seen. And that is a nice solution to that problem of not being able to see the character. Excellent. Now, if I remember right, I get no bonuses from this being full. Yes, okay. The engineer does not get a passive for keeping his bar charged, so it is best to just go ahead and use my charge bar whenever I get a chance. So unlike other characters such as the Outlander, who may want to keep the bar full at any given time. Oh, hello! A mimic! Ah! I wasn't expecting that. Right. I had like completely forgot that that was a possibility. Great. You know what I didn't do is I didn't use a fish. Let's use a fish, shall we? let me see, is that the big one? No, that's a regular. Let's turn him into a Jackalbeast. Look at that, he is a Jackalbeast. Could have just called it a jackal, but that's okay. That would be copyright infringement on jackals everywhere. Look at him go. can I look at the benefits he gets while being a jackal beast? Not really. Well, maybe I can on my own character pane. Let me look at the arcane standings here. Defense, general.
You'll become more skillful.
Hey, I leveled. Isn't that fantastic? I think it is. I did not mean to fire it in that direction. Good job, my jackal beast. Plenty of gold. So, I was told in the beta videos at one time what fame was about, since I hadn't played Torchlight 1 too far. And the answer I got was pretty much being an alternate leveling system to give me skill points but not give me status points, so I would not get these status points. So it's kind of a fame level. Now I believe it also does tie into some things such as either quests or rewards, but it will allow me to gain more here on the skill tree beyond the levels I would normally get, so that is nice to see. My character is starting to get decked out in some armor here. Hello, Sid. Look at you. Not bad. Kind of covered in cloth. Your dapper demeanor, your balding grace is not being shown. You could completely turn off the headgear, and that is a possibility, but I think we'll leave it on. I think we'll leave it on. So, a chest. Uh-oh. More spirits. Really? Ah, stop slowing me. Go away. There we go. There we go. Did that unlock it? Yes, it did. So that's one that actually doesn't have a key, it's just protected by energy. Alright. But some do have keys. Alright. Wait, that's a green... Isn't that up here? Okay, there we go. I tried clicking on it earlier and it started putting him down here instead, so I wasn't sure what quite was going on there. Oh, they hurl their head. Phantasmal skull. That's pretty cool. Alright. Let's see. M is my map, right? Yes, there we go. I'm just so used to tab. I might want to consider rebinding that. Oh no, because tab changes my alternate ability on my right mouse button. I'll think on it. I can get used to it. Not a big deal. Although I have to hit M a few times. As you can see, it goes left and right. I can have it open on the side there, actually. It's not bad. Not very intrusive. Of course, if I hit it again, I have no map at all. Further, further into the corrupted crypt. Acidic gels. I believe I had to watch out for the slime they put on the ground there. Not too bad. I can it's taking a little longer to kill monsters now. Few hits. I believe that is being caused, at least, by the increased difficulty. That's not bad, because things are still dying just fast enough to be interesting. I will need to level up my bot. Come along, Kane. Oh, you're an owl again, yes. So, what should we turn him into now? Since we have a few extras here, we did, oops, we did the jackal, right. So, which one next? Let's do the tunnel shark. Let me zoom in there. That is a... wow. Look at him! Aww. Go on. Attack. So, let me see. The jackal beast is a jackal with a venomous bite. So that gave him poison damage. Whereas this is a high damaged version. And then up here, or tunnel shark, I'm sorry, yeah, it's a mole beast that has a chance to stun targets. So this is a stunning guy, and then we have the big webfish, which is a spider that immobilizes. So we have immobilization, we have stun, and then we have high damage. Very cool. Alright. So there are different types of pets for different types of statuses. Anything you could really want. So I find that I probably won't be using my moray here until I get a pet build or a fish that will make him do some kind of elemental damage. It just seems like it would be wasting it if I didn't. So I do believe those fish will stack with the transformation fish. Alright. Looks like we have hit the end of this level. A few more skeletons to take out. Shouldn't be a problem. Wonderful AoE of the cannon will help with that. The pushback will keep me alive. Ah, walking staff. Lots of breakable objects. Alright, very good. I'm going to go ahead and put that on my right-hand side. The Fallen Guardian. Pocket pistol, eh? Okay, before we go on to the next area, let's go ahead and do a little item management here. This is less armor, but it gives me dex and some mana, so we'll go ahead and do that. That's fine. Ooh, ghastly gloves. This is a set item. Rare gloves. Gives me 1 more physical armor, that's great. 2% increase in the amount of gold, that's great. 5% chance to freeze for 5 seconds. Now, if I can get 3 pieces of the ghastly set, all damage taken will be reduced by 10% further. So that's kind of a basic set. Need 3 for a 10% reduction. But that can be pretty nice at these early levels here. Chances of me completing the set are probably very slim, but, you know, if I ever want to hold on to that for another character, I could certainly do that. So let's go ahead and wear these gloves. You can kind of see them on me now. They're kind of cloth-esque, very nice. I have a one-handed sword that I can now use. It is 31 damage per second compared to this 27 two-hander, so this will work well since the flame hammer is based off of my DPS and not off of the raw damage. As you can see, that's 16 to 33, and this is 25 to 50. If it was based off the raw damage, then the wrench would be a better choice, simply because of the much higher damage that it possesses. Of course, getting rid of the wrench means I will lose my 90% interrupt chance, but that is not what that is for. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Gives me the sword, and that means I can go ahead and put on the shield. There we go. Sid of the Sword and Board. Dapper chap. Yes. Okay, poison armor compared to the electric armor. Well, I'm running into quite a bit of poison now. Let's go ahead and do it. And then what do we have here? Physical armor and health? No, thank you. Physical armor. Ooh, an unidentified helmet. Let's put that here for now. more gloves, which gains experience. That is tempting right there. It is one more physical damage. The only thing I lose, really, aside from the gold, is the 5% chance to freeze. 5% is not a lot. Let's go ahead. I'm going to use these gloves, and I'm going to hold on to the ghastlies for later. And don't need that right now. A bow. We have ringed pants. Apparently, I am not wearing pants. This is light breeches. Leggings. There we go. And it's the same, but this one has a socket, so we'll go ahead and use that. Look at that. Yep, slightly different artwork on those pants. Excellent. Oh, well, what do you know? I found another pair of ghastly gloves. Not that I need them, but hey, it's there. A ring that needs level 8 or 14 focus. I'm not there yet, so I'm not worried about that one. I still have this belt. So hold on to the belt into the ring and the ghastly stuff. So let's put that all on the pet to let the pet sell. There we go. And identified with a scroll. I do have an identify scroll. And I can't use it because I lack the focus and the level. It does have a strength attribute bonus as well as health. Alright, I've spent a lot of time on the inventory. Let us go ahead and send the pet off to sell. He will be back in 40 seconds. Alright, let's be wary here because my pet is gone and I do know that I will be fighting some tough monsters here. What I wish to know is, can I get any of these? Focus 14. No, I'm not going to be focusing on focus. Haha! Alright, organize the inventory. What I will do here is, it was mentioned to me also to not really focus on dex as well, unless I was specifically going for critical strike chance. Your pet has returned. Thank you very much. And he had 313 gold. Fantastic. Critical chance isn't a bad thing. It is a very possibility. I don't know if that is what I will be focusing on. I was kind of looking at fumble recovery as well, since that is kind of a hit chance, but I'm guessing that I might get that from gear. So we'll look into that. My primary focus will be on strength and vitality is what it's looking like. So I'm going to put 5 points, full levels worth into my strength. I'll put 3 into vitality, and what I'll do is I'll just pop in 2 into dex to be safe. Because you never know, crit is kind of nice, and maybe I will eventually go into it as a full-blown build. Not like I can't create another engineer if I need to, right? I can take back skill points, but I can't take back stat points. So I have to be a bit more careful about stat points. Alright, let us progress, killing skeletons. And with the group, I will focus on using my cannon for groups, unless I need to use the flame strike or flame hammer. And then single targets I can go ahead and use the sword for. Although, for tough targets like bosses, I'll probably switch back to the cannon, just because the cannon has knockback. I find that'll be far more effective, although having a shield is quite nice as well. Oh, geez. Skeletal General. Oh, he doesn't want to take no for an answer. There we go. No means no, buddy. No means no. So good that it not only draws me behind obstacles, but my enemies. Oh, hello. What are these things? Shroud Wing. Alright. Skeletal General is putting a hurt on me here. I've already used a potion just to be safe. And it seems I've forgotten to re-summon my healing bot, so let me do that. Apparently he leaves me between zones, so I will have to be mindful of that. Now, let's see. That's right. Fish. So what have we done? Oh, it rearranged the inventory here too. Darn. Alright, the Tunnel Shark, which is a mole beast, has a chance to stun. Already did that. Haven't done the spider or the war beast, it looks like. So I've got 2 of these, so let's go ahead and do the war beast. There he is. Huh. Some very interesting pets, really. Now, from what I understand, too, I don't know how early I'll find them, but I remember finding some in the beta that showed that the pet could be permanently transformed. Which is interesting. You go through the trouble of picking a pet that you like in the beginning, and of course you can always change it out if you want to. Of course, it's kind of nice to do that, because each pet has a very specific thing it's good for. But of course it's also very optional, so if you prefer the look and feel of your current pet, like if I wanted to keep my pet an owl, just because, you know, maybe I like the fact he's an owl, I could do that, and just do temporary transformations in a pinch. Alright. A nice long corridor here, just perfect for my special ability. They are coming up on me. They are teleporting monsters. That cannot be interrupted. That's not good. Can I... There we go. Curse your teleport! Curse it, I say. Cheating. Call hacks. Alright, let's just go ahead and resort to the sword and board. It's a little quicker. We are nearly done with this location. And there is one of the bosses, the Fallen Guardian, right there. That was his ice spikes. Kind of an ice wall kind of thing. Have to watch out for. Not doing too bad. Cast Spectral Blades. He's elite. He's being knocked back. He has been stunned already. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, I was about to say, I didn't think it went upstairs, but apparently it does. Didn't do a lot of damage, though, so not terribly concerned. We've got 2 charges. Oh, so he's apparently got 2 abilities. One where he smashes his sword down to do AoE, and another where he does the Spectral Blades. There it is. Ah, jeez, hit me twice. Not doing a lot of damage, though. That's really good, because I remember that hurting a lot. A lot. Uh-oh, okay. Oh, pet's hurting, apparently. I believe there's a shortcut that I could heal my pet, much like you could heal followers in D2. I'm trying to recall what it is. I believe if I mouse over it, it'll tell me. Let's see. Shift Z for the pet. Okay, so Z is for me, Shift Z is for the pet. Alright, and the Scroll of Ammonitic. Completed my quest. So let us do that. We will turn it in, and then we will take a look at what we can possibly build now that we've hit level 6. Unfortunately, I need one more level to get my cannon ability. Now, they do make it so that I can't pump too many things into it. Again, I will constantly be referring back to Diablo 2 when I mention this, because this game does have a lot of Diablo 2's tendencies. I think that's kind of why I like it, too. It fuses a lot of Diablo 2's gameplay aesthetics and takes some things that work well in D3 and kind of melds the two. Considering that D3 came out first, I think they had a chance to kind of see what worked there, and D3's beta was out. Although they probably had a lot of these ideas to begin with anyway. I'm not trying to say that they completely took them off of D3. Great minds think alike, as they say, and quite honestly, a lot of these action RPGs are showing some tendencies towards similar changes that they realize are good for the players. Alright. But Diablo 3 is, of course, instantly relatable, so I can say they use an idea from D3, and a lot of people will get that. Ah, hello! Miamin! Yes, Miamin, that is your name. From now on. Well, it says that up there. Anyway, I'm here with your quest.
Thanks.
I find myself impressed with your ability, human. I must confess, when I sent you on the quest, I feared you might not return, but it stirs my heart to see what my fears were unfounded. While you were gone, I located an item that might be of some use to you. Please take it with my blessing, and the thanks of the Astarians. No, I do not have a female voice, thank you. I can try and do... Oh, thank you. While you were gone, I located an item. I don't know why every voice turns like that. The accents and whatever. Anyway, we're moving on. What do I have here? Ooh, steel bore cannon of mortal wounds, 74 damage per second. Nice. Has 50% knock, or 50. It's not percent. Knockback, much like the one I have. 35% chance to stun for 2, and it also has 55 physical damage over 5. So it has a bleed. Nice, nice indeed. I like that. A bleed over an area effect. I will probably get that. Let's see what else there is, though. Physical armor. It gives me a boost to physical armor and focus. I really don't care about the focus. Here we have a Fanged Spark tag for the pet. Has electric armor, physical damage, and attack speed. Not too worried about that. I really do like this idea of this cannon, which apparently I can't use because I don't meet the level requirements yet.
Yes.
Really? Really? So, all that work and now... Yes, apparently that's the Bat Cave, by the way. Oh well. So, what do I need? Strength 27. Well, I'm not level 14 yet, so I don't really want to wait for, you know, what, 8 more levels. I really don't want to wait that long, especially since I like the looks of this. I'm going to go ahead and put my strength in here. So 25, 26, 27. There we go. I can now use it. And I will put 2 vital, and I'll go ahead and get a dex there. So I'm going to keep pushing dex just a little bit, not a lot for now. Okay, so let's put this bad boy on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Come to Papa. This is my boomstick. I'll tear through anyone that comes to challenge me. I love it. I love it. That's fantastic. Alright. Oh, I can apparently use my belt now because I meet the level requirements even though I don't meet the focus requirement, and it has strength on it. I actually didn't need to boost my strength to use the cannon. I could have just put this belt on. But I don't exactly like to do that because if I ever lose the armor that's letting me use another piece of equipment, it can be a pain to replace. So I like to have my stats match what I need. So let's just go ahead and put that on though. And it looks like I still can't use the ring. It requires level 8 and I'm still only 6. So I'll go ahead and I'll put that back down there. What about this? That's level 9, so we'll put that back down there. And again, these I'm keeping, so I'll be putting those in my stash. So that's perfectly fine. Give me one moment to go over the rest here and I'll come right back. Okay, we're good to go. I did not want to bother everyone with me fiddling with the loot. A couple changes were made, nothing too big. You can see that I've got new shoulders. That is nice. Looking good, Sid. The pet is away, selling goods for me. We are getting to the end here so that I can use the next waypoint. Go back to town. This cannon is working wonders. I just knocked the skeleton off the corner, or off the edge. That is... and that is absolutely wonderful. I am thoroughly enjoying this game. Alright, so what's this? To the temple steps. Level 6 to 8 for Protect the Guardian and the War Beast Armory. Alright, I'm glad they have little hints on the loading screens, because I just found a wonderful little tidbit about poison damage, reducing armor and doing, I think, like 30% of the health pool and damage over time. So that's nice to know that's how it works. Ah, you lost your shield, laddie. I'm so sorry to hear that here. Please, feel free to lose the rest of your health bar as well. Alright, back to the Asterian Enclave. Alright, to tidy this up, I've got a shared stash. We're going to go ahead and put those two in there, and these two are mine. Level 8 and 9. Those are a couple levels away, so I'll put those in my personal stash and come back to them later.
Did you need
Alright,
something?
let's go ahead and remove everything. I now have a total of 6 skill points, and I will want to make sure that the first 3 are important and ones I want to have. I'm not going to be using Shield Bash, I'm not going to be using Flame Hammer, at least not in the context of this build, so it's looking like I will want to pump my healing bot. So let me see if that costs anything. Nope, not yet. So that's 3. If I go 2 more into him, I will get mana back. And I like that idea. I could also start going into Bulwark to give me physical armor and damage taken reduction. So that's pretty cool. It's got a double protection there, so I get reduced physical damage as well as overall damage. So that's nice. I like that. And then there's heavy lifting. This requires melee weapons. Oh no, cannons actually. So skill with giant weaponry allows you to attack faster and adds a chance to stun. So that can be used with cannons. So I can actually, even though I'm not going to be using a lot of this tree, I can use my Blitz passive to get my cannon's damage up. So I can increase the attack speed, which my cannon sorely needs, and I can increase the stun chance. So 2% chance to stun targets for 3 seconds, and this already has a 35% chance to stun for 2. So if I combine that with the passive, I have 37%. So that is a decent boost, really. I kind of wonder how high that will end up going. What do we have here under Aegis? Skill with a shield goes beyond defense straight to offense, adding some of your shield's armor value directly to melee. So that will pretty much be useless for the kind of build I'm going for, so I won't be getting into that. So at level 7 they have protections in here, as I tried to mention earlier. If I get level 7 I can only put 1 point into one of these skills. So I cannot pump a skill up until I meet the level requirements. So at this point I still have my alternate weapon of the sword. And I'm not sure I want to put too much into the healing bot. As you can see right now he's doing 116 over 4, which isn't bad. I've got a 500 health pool. I can keep putting him up. You can see mana cost goes up to 29. Honestly, bumping up the healing bot is not a bad idea. The healing bot is a one-time use thing. I don't have to keep casting him. So if he costs a bit, then that's okay. That's not a problem because I only have to do it once. Now if he dies or if I switch locations, okay, yeah, that's going to be a handful. But so far, he's been fine. Truth of the matter is, I'm not even sure he can die. I don't see here anything that tells me that he can. I don't see health on him. I don't see health bar around me. Let me go ahead and summon him just to be sure. There he is. And there he is. He's still there with me. There's no health. There's no kind of timer telling me he's going to go away. So I might go ahead. I've got 3 points. I can put 2 more points into him, and that will allow me to regenerate mana. And then I can use that mana once I get Blast Cannon. That might not be a bad idea, but I'm also thinking about going into passives. So, let's see. I've already got 3 here, that's important. I think I do want to keep Flame Hammer. So if I do 2 here, that'll give me the healing bot, up to 5. I'm not really worried about the mana now, though, so the damage would be quite nice. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to get the tier 1 bonus, I think, from this guy. Oh, I can't. Okay, alright, so that solves that for me here. You can see that it is only upgradable at level 10, so when I get to level 7 and get this next tier here, I still can't boost him up. I've got to wait a few levels, so now I have to decide, well, what else do I do now? So, and also we can see here on the next rank, the mana that I'll be getting. I'll get 16.8 over 4. So if I look at the cost of this, this is 14 mana cost. That means I can use this about once every 4 seconds. Well, more often than that, actually, but let's just say as a rough estimate, and still have my mana. So that is a very nice boost for the way this build is turning out. So since I can't put another point in there, I've got 2 points. I'm going to go ahead and pick the next one that I know I will want and not want to take away, and that's Heavy Lifting. There we go, and it's 2% more even on the next level. So that's going to be, looks like a linear increase. So I can get a very high stun chance, I'm thinking, as I level this. And then what I'll do is I'll grab the Flame Hammer with my last point. So what that does is allow me to, when I level up next, I can put at least 2 points into skills. Because every skill I've spent is for something that I want. The first 4 are in Healing Bot. And then the next is Heavy Lifting. So I have 2 skills I can put in place before I lose the ability to get rid of Flame Hammer, because I can only remove the last 3. It still doesn't cost me anything so far, so that's good to see. I have all the skills I want. I've got a passive already. I wasn't going to focus on passives right away, but because of the way they have the gated system here, it actually works out for me in the long run. Especially since I will eventually be getting rid of Flame Hammer once I can get other skills that I'll be using. So there we go, that is the current build. We can kind of see what kind of damage we're doing here. 64, 39. Not doing too bad here. The attack speed is, you wouldn't think it would have been that noticeable, but he is actually firing pretty quickly with only a 2% increase in his attack speed. And I like that. So let's go ahead and take a look with a weapon swap. Not bad damage. Alright, oh yes, that's one other thing that did change is I have a cleaver now for this build, kind of slightly better one. Alright, so I think that'll do it for this segment. That is the Engineer. We got up to level 6 and we have a slightly, well, not really a different build because it's still early yet. But we've gotten through the first couple quests, and we'll continue on. Already really enjoying the Engineer now that I actually have a build in mind, and I have an idea what to use him for. Quite honestly, when I tried the Engineer in beta, I really didn't know what to expect of him. I wasn't expecting him to be kind of a two-handed wielder. I was expecting him to be more gadgetry, which he does have the gadgets, and I am actually focusing into that tree now, obviously, but I just didn't know what to expect of him back then. And now that I do, I have a better idea. He's feeling really good. Alright, so that'll do it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and I will see you next time.